For our next speaker, we have Mr. Mehul Shukla. He's joining us from Abu Dhabi. And Mehul has been an ace engineer for many years. He will explain to you exactly where he has worked. But he is licensed and certified on rotary as well as fixed wing airplanes. So I leave the floor to Mr. Mehul Shukla. Please come out of mute and there you go. You are on mute, Mehul. Yeah.
There I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm used to Zoom, but not Google Meet. But anyway, I made it. I'm an engineer, by the way, so I should be able to make it. Anyway, hi guys. Nice to be on board. I'm so happy to speak to you guys. It just seems like yesterday that I was one of you, and probably I see all the pictures. I see a little bit of me in all of you. And don't go by the color of my hair. It's just that I'm not dyed. So otherwise, probably I look as young as you guys. My son calls it salt and pepper cut, by the way. Anyway, so we engineers are actually not good at speeches. We are just good at like nuts, bolts, screws, and washers. You know, that's all we think about all day. But anyway, I'll give it my try. For me, it's been more than 30 years that I have been in aviation, and this was in 1989 to 92 that I did this course, and that was just the basic. And then we started. I started working as an apprentice in a fixed wing company, a small company with Beechcraft, and that lasted for like 10 years. And I got all my licenses, and then I switched over to rotary wing for some reason. And then I was working on the Bells 212s, 412s, and another 10, 12 years there. And then I got an opportunity to work in the Sky Shuttle helicopters, Macau. That lasted about 5 years. And since last 3 years, I'm working with Abu Dhabi Aviation on offshore helicopters. That's the basic introduction I can give you. Now, for you guys, for all the engineers that are on this, who are going to do your licensing system, I have some pointers for you guys for what I've learned or what I missed at that time. And this field which you have chosen is really fascinating. I mean, that's just in a mild way of saying it. Think about it, that you will be encompassing all different fields like chemical, electrical, electronics, and everything clubbed into one. The journey ahead is hard, but it can be done. You know, this aviation is a cycle. It has its ups and downs. Now we know what's happened with COVID and what's happening around the world. But you need to be really patient. Do not be disappointed. And I know how, as you enter into this and you take a decision to get into this course and become engineers, it looked all nice and glamorous, you know, aircraft flying and engineering, and it looks so nice. But it has its ups and downs. So be patient. Just give it your best shot for this basic engineering, what you're doing. What you're going to learn now in these years now is your basic knowledge. And if your fundamentals are strong, then let there be any complications further down the line. If your basics are really strong, then it'll be so easy to deal with. So give this your best shot. These are the most important years of your life. This will make you what you are later on in life. This I have realized now. Anyway, so about your courses and modules, I understand that you will be appearing for your DGCA Part 66 licenses. Now, I know there are 15 or 16 modules to study. I have one suggestion, that there is something, if you guys are not aware of, I would like to just brief you on the EASA Part 66 license. This DGCA Part 66 license, which has come in now a few years ago, is basically copies, like a copy paste from EASA Part 66 license, which is recognized all over the world. Since you all are already studying for your DGCA Part 66 license, I would suggest in parallel, please attempt this EASA Part 66 license as well. It's the same study, same syllabus. There are some Part 147 schools which on invitation visit India and do these courses, and they are IASA certified. So by the time you pass out from this course, from your whatever engineering that you're doing now, and you might have both, like you can have a IASA Part 66 modules cleared as well. These modules are valid for 10 years. They don't lapse for 10 years. So further down the line, once you get into the industry, once you get your foot into the door and you have this basic rating already, you would have passed these modules. You might get a chance to work abroad or work in any other organization around the world, and you are already ready for it. So that is one advice I would like to give you. Just keep this in mind. Now, how to study? Think about it. You have a pile of books, so many notes. How are you going to do this? How are you going to accomplish all this in this short period of 3 or 4 years that you're going to be in this institute? How are you going to do it? Well, there's something called group study. And this worked very well for us in the flight club where I studied. I would suggest among you guys, make different groups. It makes a big difference when a group studies as a whole or you study individually. You will learn much more quicker, and you will be able to accomplish much more in short period of time. So make groups among yourselves, okay? And have debates. Yeah, you have these smartphones with WhatsApp groups. Make groups and just have debates. Use technology, you know. So that is one. Secondly, your basis of studies should be your syllabus. Now your syllabus lists down these topics. Okay, you'll have a basic syllabus. I'm sure it's there on the DGCA website or IASA website, CA International website. So you will have lots of books and lots of notes, and everything is jumbled up, all the information. I suggest you read topic by topic, not book by book. That is the only way you will be able to cover everything. Because otherwise you will be confused what to study, when to study, how to study. So select, say, 1 week I'm going to do regulations. 1 week I'm going to do hydraulics. 1 week I'm going to study basic electronics, and make groups among yourselves and just discuss among yourselves what you learn. Don't keep it to yourself, because you will learn much more by sharing the knowledge. So don't go book by book, go topic by topic. And how do you get more knowledge? I don't know about the library that you have there in the institute, but you will have a list of books recommended. For God's sake, get all the books that you can. Beg, borrow, steal, but don't get caught. Beg, borrow, steal. There's a wonderful resource called betterworldbooks.com. Okay, they ship it free. They are used books. There are some reference books are very, very expensive. So you go and log onto that website. There must be other websites, but I found this very helpful. Betterworldbooks.com, and they'll ship it free for you. And these are all used books, so they're cheaper than buying an original paperback. So that is one about getting knowledge. And try to be inquisitive. Like, just make technical knowledge your way of life, no matter what you do. Let us say you all must be having vehicles, right? Like car, bikes, or whatever, two-wheelers. So when you feel a tire pressure, look at the tire. There are some markings, 2-ply rating, 3-ply rating. Ask yourself, be your own teacher. What does this mean? Let me find out. You know, just make that knowledge, getting inquisitive, as your way of life. So let us say you're feeling tire pressure and you find some markings. So you will try to search for an answer for that. And by searching for something like a piece of knowledge, you will learn something more, like links. So from that is how you gain knowledge, and you know that's what you should do. Then there's another thing which I have learned is being internationally is we don't do a lot of DIY stuff in our homes, like do it yourself. We don't do that. घर में कभी the light is there's a bulb circuit breaker popped, you just call an electrician, or there's a tap leaking, you will just probably got a plumber. So try to fix it yourself, because this is what I see when I work internationally. We Indians, what we lack is the actual performance, the hand skills. So this cannot be taught in a day. It comes it takes a period of time, and then only if you practice it, you will get perfect at it. So in your summer vacations, try to do some trade courses. Like if you're into electronics, do some PCB repair courses or radio repair, or join some like welding, soldering classes, or something like that. That is how you will develop your hand skills. And also, I'm not sure about this institute, but how much of practical training is incorporated in the curriculum. But when we used to